Guys. Let me take these off because I can't see. How are you guys doing? I hate 440 because I never know which side that I can come out of here on. Hi guys, I know it's been a while. I know. Okay, I am gonna make this quick because this is gonna be a short ride. I had to go to Staples and make some purchases for the salon, and I'm headed to my assistant and my client right now. Okay, what I wanted to talk about today was silk presses, because I'm getting the idea, and I just bought a car mount and it does not work. It doesn't work on my Benz, so I'm just gonna hold it and hope the popo don't, I'm not gonna look at y'all because I want to keep my eye on the road. Okay, so right now it is about 64 degrees and it's raining. That is not silk press weather. Okay, silk press weather is, literally in New York, November to March, maybe April, maybe May if you have coarse hair. Once Memorial Day hits in New York, New Jersey area, it is not silk press weather, especially if you have fine to normal hair, and especially if you have dehydrated hair. I can really do hair. I can really press hair. However, I am not a magician. Okay. And what I mean by that is, just like 100 sit-ups is not going to give you a flat stomach, you come in to get a shampoo, condition, blow dry, cut, and silk press for the first time in 2 years, your silk press is not going to look great. Okay. It's not that you don't have the hair for it. It's not that I'm not good. It's just your hair is not in shape for a silk press, right? It's just like any, if you're going to run a marathon, you got to train for that. You can't just go and run a marathon and you haven't picked up your yoga mat in 2 years. That's not how it works, So I'm not saying you can't get a silk press for the first time in a year, with COVID and everything. A lot of you guys haven't been to the salon in a while. What I'm saying is be realistic. Okay. I'm saying keep your expectations low. And don't be hard-headed about it. Okay. A silk press on natural hair, especially from fine to normal, coarse, you may get away with getting a silk press and it lasting. But in weather like this, don't ask me how long is it gonna last, right? Because when I say till you get to the car, then I'm an asshole, right? Then I'm being a smart ass. But I'm serious, right? I will tell people prior to their appointment. I will tell people during their appointment. I will tell people after, hey, this is probably not going to last. It's been a while, giving them all the disclaimers, and they will still at the end of the appointment be like, oh, it doesn't look so great. Sweetheart, your hair has to be in shape for a silk press. How do you get your hair in shape for a silk press? I hate that word method. But start, I guess my tips, start that before you come. Okay, so let's say you've booked your appointment for, let's say it's at the end of June. You should already be shampooing once a week. You should already be shampooing and conditioning once a week. You should already have gotten rid of the oils. And a lot of my new clients have done that. By the time they come, they've already adjusted their regimen to where, what they feel has been their problem. It's it's kind of hard for me to see. So their hair is already getting into better shape. But don't be hard-headed about silk presses. Okay. Oh, thank you too, Real Marie. I appreciate that. I've never done that before. They have me doing the badges now. So you want to make sure that you're being realistic, right? Like, I literally cannot do a silk press on myself or like straighten my hair unless it's 30 degrees and it's January or December. My hair will not last. I sweat in my head and it's just super fine. It's one of the reasons why, I'm going to put this on my FAQ on my website. Bring a sweater to the salon, because I have it freezing in there. I have it freezing because we're in a basement. We're like, not a deep basement, but it is humid. And so if the weather is above, like 65 outside, it does get rather humid and it makes it hard to properly blow out the hair and silk press. Dude. So you want to make sure that you're thinking about all this when it comes time to do a silk press. Sometimes, like, you can really, okay, dude, now, sitting there chit-chatting. Jersey, man. Sorry about that, y'all. So, what was I saying? Anyway, be realistic, okay? So, you're gonna come in and, I don't want to say dangerous, but it's sketchy in weather like this to try to get a silk press. Because this type of weather, it's hard. It's hard to get that finish. You know what I mean? It's almost like anybody that bakes or cooks, they know what I'm talking about, right? So it's like how you bake in Louisiana is going to be different than how you bake in like Denver, Colorado. You know what I mean? It's kind of the same thing. It's like you have to take into consideration the weather. And it's not just about like, oh, is it cold? Is it hot? Because hot and not humid is way better for a silk press than warm and humid. Okay? Because sometimes, it might be hot, but you can still get a nice silk press if there's low humidity. That's why California... That's why we're silk press, press and curl people in LA, because it does get hot, but it's not very humid. It's like we don't really get relaxers until high school. That's one of the things that I noticed about the difference in getting hair done on the West Coast versus the East Coast is that it's just humid out here. It's very hard to keep a silk press. So, relaxers make sense on the East Coast if you want straight hair. So when it comes to silk presses, like, and this is even if you're doing it at home, look at what the weather is going to be. Look at what the humidity is going to be, right? So if it's not super hot, but it's still high humidity, that's still not a good time to do a silk press. If it's, going to be 95 degrees and you're not a big sweater, but, the humidity is low, it's under 60%, knock yourself out. You'll get much better results. But it can be sketchy to try to get a silk press in this type of weather. I always pin up the hair. I do not let people, I don't let people leave with their hair down. I just don't. As much as I want to sometimes, I want their silk press to last. I don't want them to waste their money. And, it's just better. I don't like to wrap the hair, because wrapping the hair against the scalp, it makes the hair greasier faster. And also, if the person is a sweater, it it makes the hair revert faster. That's why I like to do pin curls, because it pins the hair off the scalp. Okay. But just when it comes to silk presses, be realistic. Don't be hard-headed about it. Okay. If you have not got a silk press in 2 years, don't come in thinking you're going to have hair like Cher or somebody. You know what I mean? Like, just keep that in mind. If you have a TWA, right? If your hair is less than 4 inches long, don't get no silk press. Don't get a silk press, because your hair will not last. Okay? This is not me being stank. This is me being a professional and not wanting you to waste your money. Okay? There's no parking at the salon today. They're working on so many streets around here. don't waste your money. Don't, if your hair is like under 6 inches or something like that, like, unless you have a bob, like, don't get a silk press. It's not gonna look cute. To me, that's when it looks like that old school, like James Brown type look, when the hair is short and it's not cut into like a bob, or it's not cut into a shag or something like that. When you're growing out a TWA, that's not a cut. You know what I mean? That's not a good look for a silk press. So just get a wash and go, or just get a fro blow or something, to where it's like, if you want to do a twist out or something at home, you can. But don't do a silk press just to see how long it got. You can see how long it got with a blowout. Okay, don't be hard headed. Oh, hey, boo. Okay. She was cute. Okay, let's see. Wait, is this the side? Is this the side? I can't remember. What's today? Thursday? Is today Thursday? Is today Thursday? God, I done had a car for a month, and I done already got 2 tickets. So, okay, 1 to 3, Monday through Thursday. Will I be able to move my car? I don't know. I done already got 2 tickets for street cleaning. And when I had my car before, when I lived in Harlem, I swear to God, I used to get my car towed so much that the guys at the Brooklyn Navy Yard, they wouldn't even put it up. They would just be like, "Oh, she coming." They wouldn't even put my car up, because they'd be like, "Oh yeah, she gonna come. You know, she gonna come and pay her fine and come get her car." And I was up. That's the thing. I was up, had my shoes on, was ready to go move my car, and I got on the phone, and then I heard that ticket. Jersey City gonna make their money off me for sure. Slow down, Chief. Yep, 1 to 3, Monday through Thursday. Look, here's the thing, y'all. A lot of people ask me about products to combat humidity. No, they don't. They really don't. I'm gonna tell you that much right now. The best way to combat humidity is to have well moisturized hair, but that's just the way, like, natural hair is going to frizz, okay? If the humidity is high enough, that's just the way hair behaves. Even if your hair frizzing doesn't mean that your hair is dry. Your hair frizzing means that your hair is healthy and it's operating properly, right? Just like when you start to work out and when you really start to work out and you get to sweating more efficiently, that's your body, working more efficiently. It's the same for your hair. Your hair is supposed to frizz, okay? That's what healthy hair, natural hair will do. Again, don't be hard-headed. If you know it's going to be humid, tie your hair up. Tie your hair up. Like, when I was wearing my hair out and I would have a wash and go on a day like this, I wouldn't have my hair out. I would just leave my wrap on, or leave my open top stocking cap on, and then tie it up. So that's the driveway. This is annoying. I'm just about to come out and move it in an hour, because they're working on so many of these streets. So it's like, even the parking that normally you have is not, you don't have it. Is she the sorry, y'all. Hungry. And I forgot my lunch again. Why did I park under this tree? Okay. All right, so well, no, I'm not saying like an anti-humidity holding spray can help. Like, it can help minimally, right? It can help minimally. It can help, you know, a moderate humidity. But even my L'Oreal L-Net that helps against humidity, that's not going to help you in weather like this. It is so warm and so wet. That's not going to help you. Like, these products, they're not indestructible. They're not going to make your hair, like, y'all putting too much faith in some of these products. Like, again, stop being hard-headed. Okay? Stop being hard-headed. Yes, that's true. The first 5 ingredient thing. No, like, workouts, that's not humidity, that's sweat. Workout, that's literal moisture. That's not humidity. Those are two different things. We're not talking about working out. We're talking about like outside humidity. We're talking about when to get a silk press for the best results. Okay? So if you want a silk press and like, you know, you feel like, I still don't understand why once June and July and August hits, I still don't understand why people come and get their hair pressed. Couple of people I understand, like, you know, that they have coarse hair or whatever. But for the most part, it don't make sense. Like, it just doesn't. Not in this city, not the way this heat and humidity be set up. Would I recommend keratin treatments? Yeah, I would. But here's the thing about keratin treatments. They make the hair easier to straighten, so y'all over straighten and you end up with heat damage. Keratin treatments don't jack up your hair. Y'all jack up your hair with the keratin treatments. Okay? So what you guys do is you guys like you OD on the keratin treatments, and then you end up, you know, doing too much. I'm gonna have to come back out here in like an hour and move this car. Yeah, of course. That's why it's like when girls talk about how hard their hair is, I tell them to shut up and stop whining, because coarse, kinky hair really is. And here's the thing. I might get in trouble. Well, I don't give a damn. But I don't think that there's a good or bad hair, but there is a best hair for styling. There is a best hair for length retention. There is a best hair for overall hair health, right? And that is coarse, kinky hair. Coarse, curly hair, even though it can straighten well, it still doesn't like to be straight. Curly hair, regardless of texture, always wants to be curly. So even if somebody has coarse, curly hair and they do a twist out, it's going to look like a wash and go. They do a braid out, it's going to look like a wash and go. The only hair type that will adapt to your setting method is kinky hair. Kinky hair will do whatever you tell it to do. If you want it straight, it'll straighten. If you want it to look like a braid out, it'll look like a braid out. If you do like 4 different methods on a curly girl in 4 different quadrants and you take it all down, her hair will look exactly the same. If you do that same method on a girl with kinky hair, you will see the different setting techniques. Like, you will see, oh, okay, that was a bantu. That was a twist out. That was a braid out. You will see the difference in setting techniques. So when it comes to silk presses, coarse, kinky hair is the best hair to do that. And fight me if you don't believe me. I'll remember. I'll remember. But so, oh, that's where my girl. I was looking for these caramels last night, man. I want these so bad. Y'all know I'm greedy. I was looking for them. Hold on. Okay. Here we go, y'all. I was living in Seattle too long. I don't even carry an umbrella no more. I do not carry an umbrella. They just be in the way. Texture is the thickness of the strand. So don't think about it in terms of the thickness of the strand. Think of it as in terms of the size of the strand. Coarse only refers to one thing, and that's texture. So texture is defined as the diameter of the hair strand. So we're talking about, do you have angel hair? Do you have spaghetti? Or do you have linguine? Okay? That's what texture means. Texture does not refer to your curl type. Doesn't refer to your hair being curly, kinky, wavy, straight. That's type. And that's the least important factor when dealing with hair care. Right now my hair is in flat twists. I try not to do ponytails anymore because because my hair is fine, I end up with breakage. And one time I even ended up with cradle cap. I got my key, but tired. Hey, mama. Okay. I gotta move my car. Don't let me forget.
What time?
For one. See, I put it on Priya. So that if okay, let's see. Hold on. I'm gonna pause this. Wait. Okay. We're doing a thingy. All right, y'all. Okay. No, you can do wash and goes on any type of hair. Any type of hair can do a wash and go. The only thing, I got your cards. Can you overdo deep conditioners? Absolutely. You shouldn't be doing a deep conditioner if you don't have damaged hair. Deep conditioners are not for healthy hair. They're for damaged or distressed hair. They're not for healthy hair. What can you use for cradle cap for a baby? Nothing. Until that baby starts sleeping on their side, just leave them alone. Y'all need to stop putting products on your babies. I can't stress that enough. They're gonna develop allergies. There's a reason why those products say do not use on children under 3. Follow the directions. Okay? They say that for a reason. Stop worrying about cradle cap for your baby. Why do you care if your baby got hair on the back of their head? Where are they going? Like, you might want to get maybe like smoother, like a higher thread count sheets or something where it's not rubbing so much, but don't put anything on your baby. Don't put hair products on your baby. That's how they develop allergies. I mean, that's not enough information. I'm gonna be honest, but okay, yeah, sweetie, you're gonna have to watch this whole thing over because that's what this was about. You gotta watch this over. If their hair is fine enough, or if their curls are loose enough, mousse will work fine. They won't get longevity with that style, but mousse works fine. Especially if they have like really, really fine hair. That's better because sometimes gel can weigh fine hair down. How do you know if your hair is damaged? I mean, it looks damaged. And when I say it looks damaged, I mean you've got like short hair all over. Like you've got like breakage. You've got it like it's visibly damaged. Yeah, you shouldn't be putting gel on your scalp anyway. Edges aren't supposed to grow as fast as the rest of your hair. They're edges. Edges don't have a long growing cycle. They're not supposed to be as long as the rest of your hair. They're edges. I mean, I recommend Rogaine for like certain thinning properties, but Rogaine is for male pattern baldness. It's not for like traction alopecia or stuff like that. Like it has a very specific, it's for a very specific type of hair loss, and that doesn't mean that you have that hair loss. So it's not gonna work for you if you don't have that type of hair loss. How should we prep hair to be colored and bleached? I mean, if your hair's not healthy enough for it, don't do it. Like, you shouldn't have to prep your hair for that. If your hair is not already healthy, you shouldn't be doing color and bleach. But you also, if you are a straightener, if you like to straighten your hair, you shouldn't be bleaching your hair. You should not repress hair after it's been sweated out. That's nasty and it's dirty. And you're putting heat on dirty hair, and you're going to ruin your hair. What product do I recommend for waves? Like for men, you mean? Something water-based. I think... But see, here's the thing with y'all, like, if you don't sweat heavily, neat braid would be good, because it's like, it's got the texture of the edge control, but once it wets, it's much more liquidy. Oh no, thank you. No, Pat Cameron does them. I just got them microbladed like a week and a half ago. Pat Cameron, Beauty and the Brow does them. She's on 34th Street between 2nd and 3rd. Where's the lighter? Products to use before getting braids? I don't know. I don't understand. Are you getting a silk press?
I was thinking about it. It's raining and I feel like it's not gonna, I didn't bring an umbrella apart kind of far.
That's what I was talking about.
Yeah.
On the live, because I was like, people keep asking me, and the weather was just making me think of like, this is not silk press weather.
Right, yeah. Because when I was walking around, I was like, shit, it's still raining and I'm bringing an umbrella. So yeah, probably not this time.
Okay. Yeah.
Next time.
Okay. Um, what I'll do is I'll send you a coupon for the difference.
Okay.
Okay.
But I think I paid, I don't know, I paid for like this, I did the sculpting.
Yeah, but
I think.
it's different prices. So without the silk press, I think it's like $25-$35 cheaper.
Oh, okay.
So since we're not gonna do it, like,
Okay, fine.
I'll for your next time I'll send you a coupon for that amount. So it'll take it off your next one.
Okay, that's fine.
Well, here's the thing. Being relaxed is not going to change. Being relaxed versus natural is not going to change your actual density. It might change your visual density. Like, natural hair just has more surface area, so it makes the hair look fuller than when it's straight. But going natural is not going to make your hair thicker. You cannot make your hair thicker. Yeah, I got the vaccine in April. That second dose put me on my ass for 2 days. I felt like I had gotten beat up, like literally. Any tips for somebody who constantly gets fairy knots? Get your trims on time, stop finger detangling, and blow out your hair every once in a while. Finger detangling is, to me, the main cause, from what I see, of I gotta hurry up and plant this. It's the main cause of fairy knots. I need to plant this already. I think I'm gonna put it in here. I am killing that succulent. I am murdering it. I am not good with succulents at all. I'm very good with plants. I just, like, we got a lot of them in here. It's just that there's not a lot of light in here. There's not a lot of natural light. So some of my, like this light right here, this one is actually a grow light. Because Ruby was not doing well. Like, she was dropping leaves like crazy. And, okay, let me show y'all. So, again, killing succulents. Killing succulents. This one is not doing well at all. My Pilea she's all right. I gotta find a place for her. This one was actually braided, but the other two didn't do so well. Of course, Pothos always do well. My Chinese evergreen, which I love. I got her from Tia Planta. Did we get her from Tia Planta or from Hudson Florist?
Which one?
The Chinese evergreen.
The floor store. That's what I got.
Okay, so from Hudson Florist, and then I've got my Bird of Paradise. Is that a Bird of Paradise? I can't remember, but. And Ruby is, I got the grow light for her because she wanna be sometimey. So, yeah. Is blowing out the hair twice a month too much? It can be. If you have fine hair, it is. If you have coarse hair, probably not. But also your technique and your products matter. The condition of your hair matters. What's the easiest plant to deal with? Spider plant or pothos. Pothos will grow like all of these are literally like, I'm propagating them. All you got to do is like cut part of the leaves off. Like, all of these started out as one leaf, and just in here so I'm gonna put these in, like, you know. But these are easy to grow. Snake plants. Like snake plants will just, you know. Well, here's the thing. The only time I had to take my nails off for beauty school was when I was doing skin. For that quarter, I had to take my nails off because you can't have a free edge. That's why even though I'm a licensed esthetician, I don't do skin. Because I'm not cutting out. I even learned how to braid and sew, like do weaves with my nails because I knew I was always going to have them. So, but like when I go to classes, especially when it's a white person teaching, they always make a comment about my nails and then I always got to embarrass them. Okay, that's not really how it works. Like, absorb more water, that's not how it works. Like, if you mean to get your hair wetter faster, then you're supposed to put your shampoo in dry. But absorb more water, that's not really how that process works. If you have fine hair, how often would you recommend blowing out? Maybe once a month. Once a month, especially if you're doing that at home. I do embarrass them because I'm here to learn, not to be made a spectacle of, like in the class, and like not to be pointed out. And so I just let them know, like, worry about what you're doing, worry about worry about what you're teaching, don't worry about me and my nails. If you have an extra flaky scalp, should you use clarifying shampoo more often? Yes. But y'all OD with dry, like flaky scalp. Y'all don't really know. I don't think y'all know what a flaky scalp is. Like, y'all will see flakes 3 or 4 days after you shampoo and think that that's a flaky scalp. That's not a flaky scalp. That's dirty hair. I wish, hey TT, I wish I had taken a picture of my eyebrows, because you can't get your eyebrows wet, right, for 10 days. So I had to wipe around them, and the skin got so flaky, and I really wish I had taken a picture because I wanted to show you guys what skin looks like when it's not cleansed daily, and it looks just like what your scalp looks like when you don't, like, you're not cleansing your scalp daily. So that skin cell is just normal buildup. You don't have a dry scalp. That's normal. Like, anybody that has had a cast on or like had surgery where they couldn't bathe or something, they know what that looks like. Like, y'all be ODing with the dry scalp stuff. No, you always use a regular shampoo after clarifying. You never use clarifying shampoo by itself. I mean, I use both. I use a comb and a brush. I'll start with the comb, move to the brush. I don't like nothing We Dad has. Here's the thing, y'all, and I'm gonna be honest, don't ask me about products you already using. Like, I've already made my recommendations. I don't have more recommendations. That's it. Quantum. Maybe Paul Mitchell shampoo 1. Like, Carrot Care First Lather. Like, that's it. I'm not gonna change my answer. Yeah, I have Venmo. It's text me and I'll send it to you. I can never remember. I can literally never remember what my Venmo is because I know it's different than my Cash App. I wouldn't detangle your hair with a pick. Picks don't detangle; they volumize. That's why they start out small they're small and then they go bigger. That's meant to make your hair bigger. That's not good for detangling. Detangling is about control. It's not about making your hair bigger. I don't like Denman brushes. Denman brushes are for like flat wrapping and flat drying straight hair or bobs. I don't like Denman brushes on curly hair. Hair cholesterols are bullshit. If I don't recommend it, I don't like it. I mean, wigs are fine as long as you take care of your hair underneath. But y'all OD on wigs too. Like, I feel like the term protective style, I feel like a lot of the stuff y'all call protective is not really protective because of how often you do them. So, personally, my thing is this. I clarify clients every time they come in because I'm using heat. If you sweat heavily, you should clarify every shampoo. If you have thick hair, you should clarify every shampoo. If you work out, you should clarify every time you shampoo. What should you use to detangle fine hair? I like a wet brush and a bone comb. That's what I like. That is what I like. Hold on, y'all. I need the AC on in here. It's muggy. Muggy. Okay, so we're doing a trim right now. Okay, so we're gonna do a trim. Priya just blew her out. Keeping the length?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. No. Here's the thing. I can make it look like bangs, but like bangs for real, no. Okay. Like bangs, like for real on curly hair, no. Okay. Like you style it, like bangs, right? Okay. You don't just, hold on. Oh, damn it. I'm like, let me call Priya, cause I sure don't know how to do this thing. She knows how to do it. I don't. Yeah, I don't know how to do it. I'm a tech ignoramus when it comes to stuff like this. I really am. Hold on, y'all. And I had just bought like a car mount and it did not fit. And I was I was too lazy to go back to Staples. I was like, I'll do it later. I was like, I'll take it back later.
Yeah, I don't have patience for tech. Like, if it doesn't work right away, I'm like, nah.
Yeah, don't want it. It's like, nah, I don't need it. Okay, here we go. Here, I'm gonna try to move this. Because, I don't like to have my clients face in this stuff. For y'all, not for me. It don't bother me, but it's like sometimes that's why all of my pictures of clients and stuff, they're like, it's the back of their head. Right. Because, maybe you don't want anybody knowing where you get your hair done, or like, maybe you don't want your boss seeing where you was on a Thursday afternoon, or, yeah, so, so I always cover. Unpack your legs for me. It's like already starting to like fuzz up. And that doesn't mean it's not like that's what your hair is supposed to do. That's the natural reaction. Sometimes people are like, oh, but it doesn't last, blah blah blah. Yeah, it's not gonna.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's on. Alright. Let's see. I'm gonna turn this around because I can't see with dark hair with the cape. Actually, Mama, can you have right there. I get it. Got your glasses?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Go look at your code words.
Oh yeah,
I got your code words. I gotta order the.
Your pants are cute.
Huh?
Your pants are cute.
Thank you, Zara. Men's.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I always get the men's jeans.
Okay.
Cause I don't know, I don't like tight on me no more.
Kylie, theirs is just small. Like I don't
Yeah,
know.
Yes.
Zara has weird sizing.
Yes, I cannot fit their jeans. Like
I'm like, what prepubescent boy these go on?
yeah.
Like I'm not even hippie like that. Like I've never been like a hippie, a shapely like. I've always been a top heavy girl. But damn, it's like if I can't fit your jeans, your jeans sure can't fit no other. Cause one of my coworkers is Korean. Back when I was in Seattle, and she told me, she's like Jennifer Rose, you got Asian body. I said what? She's like yeah. She was like you got little. Your butt is round, but it's little, and you just straight in the front.
That is so
Girl, she was like, you go, I would come in and fit your Hollister because I was looking for jeans. And she was like, or BB. Sure enough, went right over to Hollister, fit me perfect. I was like, damn.
You know who's been telling me, American Eagle, they keep telling me that they have like really good jeans right now. So I was like, oh, that's funny because I would never think to go there. But
Yeah.
a couple people told me that they have good ones.
Yeah. But they always fit me really well, them Hollister jeans. And the boyfriend fits always fit me well. Because it's like again, I don't have that.
Right. Yeah, I'm not curvy either.
Yeah, I'm not curvy like that. Mama, do you is my gray comb over there?
Yeah.
Thank
It's here.
you. Thank you. Don't say what?
Wait, so you're saying you don't like a diamond brush for detangling?
I like either, because it's not efficient. Not because it's bad, but I like fast.
Right.
So anything that's smaller is less surface area.
True.
It's like, it's going to take longer.
Right.
Whereas a paddle brush is bigger, you can get like through more hair quickly,
Right.
and it's not going to take as long.
Okay.
Yes, a lot of my stuff, it's not about that I think it's bad for the hair. My thing is I want to be done, and I want to be done quick.
Right.
I want to, that's what my thing is. Head down there. What heat protectant are you using? I use Cheese Silk Infusion for blow dry, and I use Matrix Iron, what is it? Iron Smoother. I've used those same ones for 20 years. And I don't see myself like switching at all. What was your last trim?
I think it was like March.
Of this year?
Yeah, first week of March.
Not this straight. Yeah, just right there.
I still have the picture you sent me
What picture?
from Lincoln last time.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, March 12th.
Okay. I'm gonna order, like, they didn't have any of the Lucite card holders, so I'm just gonna order it. And then once I get your link done, so it'll be where like you can just send people the link to book directly under your under your name and stuff. Okay.
You need this bag?
No. So you can save it for something. I'm sure I'm gonna need it later. Okay. Be careful with that ponytail, okay? Because I'm seeing a little bit of chewed up in the middle.
Yeah, I've been, well, since the last time I haven't really put my hair up in a bun, but I used to all the time.
Yeah, I think it's just growing out, maybe.
Yeah, I was like, always had it up in a high bun.
I know, I try to tell people a bun is not a protective style.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest, aside from like braids or something, I think a bun and a ponytail is the quickest way to damage natural hair. Because it's just a constant pulling and it never gets better. Like that's not something that's gonna get better without you stopping that particular, because it just makes the hair weaker in that area. So one or two things, either you get this, what I call the A, where it's shorter in the middle and long at the sides, or you get what I call the ponytail mullet, where the hair is shorter in the front and long in the back, because when you pull the hair back, where the rubber band is, it continuously breaks off that hair. So people are like, oh, my hair grows faster in the back. No, sweetie. You're breaking your hair off.
Yeah, because I didn't know that until the last time. And I think I asked, I was like, do you think it's because I always have that, like, it's always shorter back there? And then you were like, yeah, definitely want to bun all the time. So then I have not the whole time.
Head down for me.
Even like a low bun too, right?
Yeah, here's the thing. You want to move it around. You want to move that bun around, right? Give the hair time to like repair itself, but also don't pull it back wet, right? Don't gel it and then pull it back.
Okay.
Pull it back, then put the gel on.
Okay.
Right? So it's like, and let's say you do have to wet it and it's pulled back wet, towards the afternoon and stuff, loosen it. Because by that time the gel is dry and it's not going to loosen.
Right.
Like I can take out my ponytail holder and it'll look like I still got my ponytail holder in. You know what I mean? So keep in mind that as your hair dries, it tightens. That's how you make rope, It's like you wet the fibers and then it gets, so just keep that in mind. Head down for me. I need to tighten these. They're probably asking questions. I can't see them. Priya, can you come on? Well, I mean, you don't have to. It's okay.
You sure? I can do it.
Okay. Cause I don't know what they're saying.
You gonna help me?
You
gonna help me fix it?
What do I do?
How were you doing it before?
Huh?
Take it off. Take the phone out.
Okay. And then that goes through.
Okay. Because I can't.
No, turn. Yeah. And then, hold on, y'all.
The back camera facing
Okay, yeah. There we go. Say hi to Priya, y'all. Sit down. That AC don't feel like it's pumping. Is it me or is it?
I feel cooler.
Okay. I'm old, so. I got my own personal thermostat like my mom used to say. Okay, y'all can ask questions now. But again, if it's something that is easily answered by like my what you call that thing? If it's easily answered by something on my Instagram or Twitter, I'm just gonna skip over it. So make it something that nobody's asked before, please. Ask me about silk presses. That's what we're discussing today. Silk press questions.
I have one. If you do silk press, like, do you recommend doing like a deep conditioning?
No. Nope. Because protein makes the hair hard and it makes the hair not want to straighten. Moisturizing shampoo or moisturizing deep conditioners, they put too much moisture in the hair, your hair is gonna revert. So that's what I mean by, like, somebody asked me, like, do I have to prep for a silk press? And I told them no, but then I thought better of it. Like, the only prep I need you to do is to shampoo and condition once a week prior to coming here. Like, don't start the new regimen after you come. Like, you already need to be doing what you need to do so that the hair is in good shape to get a silk press, to get the result that you want. But like with weather like this, it's just useless. Because also it could make the hair hard to straighten, which means I gotta use more elbow and I gotta use more heat, and that can damage the hair, right? So you don't wanna do a silk press when you shouldn't be doing a silk press. That's why when people come and it's July and it's 95 degrees and 95% humidity, I'm like, don't be hard-headed. You know? Girl, don't get your hair straightened for no outdoor wedding in Louisiana. You know, it's like, oh yeah, it's gonna be outdoor and it's gonna be like in Brooklyn. What? No, sweetie, no. Come on, give me a break.
Does how many silk presses you get in a year depend on how coarse your hair is?
It's not like that. I couldn't tell you that. Especially because I don't know how you're getting your silk press. Like, are you getting it done with like a flat iron? Are you getting it done with a pressing comb? Like, that's a real broad question. It's not about, I would rather answer like how many times a month. But again, it depends on your stylist. It depends on the condition of your hair. And it depends on, like, you know, the person's technique. Everybody cannot get a silk press, and everybody can't do a silk press.
Right. I was gonna say, like, does heat damage, does that depend on like how it's done?
Yes.
Or does it depend, okay.
It depends on how it's done. It depends on the texture of your hair. It depends on the density of your hair. It depends on the products used. It depends on the weather. That's why, like, when people say a basic silk press, I want to punch them in the mouth. The fuck you mean a basic silk press? That's like saying a basic souffle.
Right.
It's always hard. It's always difficult. Like, it's one of those things where there's so many different factors that go into it, and I'm not like, you know, I'm not just, you know, being dramatic. Like, it's a lot that goes into a successful flat iron.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen people straighten, and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's this one ad for like an iron, and the guy does this. He takes it, like, and he has the hair, and then he does this, and holds it in that place for like 1,000, 2,000, and then he puts the comb, and then he goes down. It's making me sweat now. Like, or when people are doing that wave thing, and they're not moving the iron, you're burning the hair. You're supposed to keep the iron moving. Even when I do what I call a chase, I'll straighten, and then I'll do here, but I'm not doing it in the same place.
Right.
So yes, there are a lot of people that cannot straighten. There are a lot of people that cannot flat iron. Their sections are too big, or their sections are too small.
Right.
Like, the section has to be a really perfect size, because if it's not enough hair in the iron, it won't straighten. If it's too much hair, it won't straighten. Everybody can't do it.
And then for, like, let's say you do get heat damage, is it like, is that something you just have to get cut off, or can you like deep condition or something?
If it's actual heat damage and not just like product buildup or something, I personally, y'all be the ones that want to cut it off. I don't see the big deal. But not saying I don't see the big deal with heat damage, but y'all always act like you gotta start over. Like, everybody come in here, oh, I just figured I'd cut it off and start over. Why? Like, I don't understand. But then I was not a big chop person. So, but if the heat damage is not permanent, then it's not permanent. But a deep conditioner is not going to repair heat damage.
Okay.
A deep conditioner will help keep that damaged part on your hair and keep it from breaking. Because if the heat damage is so severe, it's almost like you're transitioning again. The two textures will cause problems. The two, you know, it'll cause problems.
What shampoos and conditioners should be used before a silk press with a flat iron? Should they have more silicone in them?
It's the ones I recommend. It's the ones I recommend. Everything I do is suitable for a silk press. So Redken All Soft or like Olaplex. That's what I use.
Can your hair be heat trained, or is that
No,
damaged
that's
hair?
heat damage. Calling it just because it's heat damage on purpose don't mean it's not heat damage.
What do you think of the Rev Air?
I don't know. I kind of want to try it. But again, with the kind of luck that I have, I'll be the one fool to get their hair stuck in it and have to go to the emergency room. Like it looks very promising, but I like the idea of it. I would like to try it. I haven't heard anything bad about it, but I personally would like to try it. Because I have a new concept salon coming, and I think that might be good for what we're going to be doing.
Which blow dryer and flat iron do you recommend?
Anything by Chi for both. Just do Chi. Because it's like, I recommended an iron for years, and then I don't know what the manufacturer did or whatnot, but the iron quality just... I bought 4 irons in the span of like 4 or 5 months, and all 4 of them ended up damaging my client's hair. And I had been using these irons for years and never had a problem. And within a month, 2 months of getting it, the thermostat petered out on all of them. So if your flat iron, if the thermostat doesn't work, that's funny. You cover your mouth with the mask. Yeah, but go ahead. I appreciate you though.
I think because I have it.
I know. I appreciate the gesture. She was like, anything by Chi. Chi is always gonna give you a good. Even the ones that are like at Sally's, Chi, they have like different tiers of pricing, but they're all good irons. My first Chi iron, I swear to God, I had that sucker for like 8 years.
Yeah,
Until it finally petered out. Never gave me a problem. And I just bought this one and I love it. It's the let me see if I can
yeah, you got it. Go ahead.
It's the Chi Lava. Chi Onyx Euroshine. I love it because I like a small iron. I don't like a long iron. It's nice. It's got good torque. It springs open. I like that it's beveled. The plates are recessed, meaning it's not gonna burn the client. It's digital, which is always nice. And there's no. And I like them because this area is the size of my flat iron cone, which means I can flat iron a very large section at a time and get done quicker. I'm gonna do a silk press class for stylists, and that's something that we're gonna talk about is wasted motion. But that's what I've been using. So let me see. Okay, now what I want you to do is hold your head straight. Now look over your right shoulder. Just like that.
What do you think about the Dyson Airwrap?
That's for straight hair. Or relaxed hair. I wouldn't use that on no girl with textured hair. I don't think. But you know what? I'm gonna be honest. That's me never having tried it. So I want to be fair in the fact that I've never tried it. So I don't want to be that person that's like, I wouldn't use it, but I've never tried it. But it just doesn't seem to me like it would be suitable for what I do.
If I have fine hair and want to retain length, should I dust my ends more so my trims won't have to be so dramatic? It seems stagnant.
How often do you get a trim? Cause y'all be talking about dusting ends. Here's the thing: you can't dust your ends if you need a real haircut. Dusting ends is for people that come on time. So like if your stylist tells you to come every 6 to 8 weeks and you come every 3.5 months, you're not gonna get your hair dusted. Dusting is for the people that come on time.
She said 4 weeks.
You get your trim. Wait. You get a trim every 4 weeks, and that's too often. Do you have bleached hair or something? That's a lot. Of course you're not gonna see no growth. Your hair is only growing a 1/2 inch. So if you're taking off more than that, you're cutting off your length. I'm all for trims, but I don't believe in going when you like too soon. Do you have bleached hair or something?
I remember you mentioning something about providing education for stylists. Is that still in the works?
Oh yeah. Yep. And it's only going to be available to stylists.
Oh, that's good. How do you lay down new growth and relax hair?
I'm sorry, Ray. What do you mean, how do you lay it down? A retouch. And I'm not being facetious at all. Like, you know, you're supposed to get your if you're gonna keep a relaxer, you gotta do what you're supposed to do with a relaxer. You gotta get your retouches on time. Otherwise, you will experience breakage. Okay, head straight. Now right over here. Yeah. This keeps your hair from getting shorter in the front. Okay. Because if I were just to pull the hair to the front, it would get shorter. No, we don't want that.
What can you expect with natural hair during pregnancy? I know everyone is different, but should the care be different?
Put it like this. I want to say at least 5 of my clients I told they were pregnant, and they didn't believe me. It immediately feels different. Like, it's like immediately your scalp feels like, even before the other signs, I feel like I've told so many of my, I'll be like, oh, are you expecting? I'm like, no, girl. Give me a call 2 weeks later. Girl, it feels, what's the word I'm looking? You know what it feels like? It feels, honestly, it feels like velvet. Like the scalp and stuff feels like, you ever, God, anybody that gardens or does plants, you know how you have old potting soil and then you got that new fresh out the bag? Mm-hmm. That's what it feels like. It feels real rich and good, and like, it just feels good. Right at the root, like the scalp feels good, because of course this hair is already grown out. This hair is not going to change with your pregnancy, but immediately this starts feeling just, I don't know. It's like, it just feels really good. It's like the difference between like cheap sheets and really nice sheets, or like a good old micro fleece blanket or something. That's what it feels like. It just feels really good. And if it's somebody that I know their hair, and I've been doing their hair for years, I immediately can tell. Immediately can tell. I want to say at least 5 of my clients, I've been like, oh, girl, you better go to Walgreens. And they're like, and here they come. Girl, you was right, I know. But what I will say this is, I don't think pregnancy, you have to worry about your hair. Postpartum is when your stuff is gonna get wonky. Because when you think about it, you was pregnant for 9 months and then dramatically now you're not. So I know that breastfeeding can help stabilize your hormones. That can reduce postpartum shedding, but that postpartum hair period, that can last up to 18 months. So it's really important to, like, you know, because none of your friends and your mama and them, they're not going to tell you the truth. They're not going to tell you how hard pregnancy is on the body. They're not going to tell you that you might lose your teeth, that the baby is soaking up all your calcium, so your teeth might just fall out your head. They're not going to tell you about, like, it's everybody always wants to make it seem like, oh, it's so beautiful and it's so glowy and it's so this and it's so, and it's like they're not telling the truth, because if they told the truth, like, women probably would be like, yeah, no, I'm good. So it's like, I would definitely get that book, What to Expect When You're Expecting, because it goes over a lot of things to expect, so that you know that, oh, this is normal. This happens to a lot of women, but postpartum shedding is very common. So like things like that, you gotta watch out for. But I don't think you shouldn't have any problems with your hair during your pregnancy. I will tell you this though, don't cut your hair off. Do not cut your hair off thinking, oh, it'll be easier, because ain't nothing easier than a ponytail. I'm telling you this as a person that has had thousands of women in my chair over the past 21 years and thousands of pregnancies. Don't cut your hair off. Just don't. Sis, don't. Get your hair braided before you give birth or something, but do not cut your hair off. Just don't, sis. Even if you want to, just don't.
I've trimmed my hair twice in the past 12 weeks, but my hair is still so tangled at the ends. I don't think it'll tingle, and I wash every week. Do you have any recommendations?
How do you shampoo? Are you shampooing the way you should be shampooing? And you trimmed your hair, or you got it trimmed? Because to me, when I hear that, one of the things that scares me about when you guys say that you got your hair trimmed is that if that person just cut your hair at the bottom, that's not a trim. You are still going to have split ends, and you're still going to have tangling and stuff. That's not a comprehensive haircut. I really wish stylists would stop doing that, because you're not like, y'all saw me cut her hair, right? You saw me cut, and everything came to the same point, but there's still stuff up here that needs to be trimmed that I would miss if I just go along the bottom. So if you're not getting a comprehensive haircut, then, you know, it's useless.
How do you avoid breakage when taking down braids?
Well, the best way to avoid breakage is to, one, don't leave your braids in for longer than a month and a half, so no longer than 6 weeks. Because once your hair gets to be like an inch long, what happens is that hair starts matting, and those braids start moving and shifting, and that, it's not that you taking out the braids that causes breakage, it's how long your braids were in that causes breakage. When you take out your braids, don't move on to the next braid before you detangle that part. I see a lot of people, they just take out, and then they try to detangle everything at one. And most of the time, what y'all see on the ground, that's shed hair, that's not even breakage. Like, to me, y'all don't know the difference. So if you have your braids in for 6 weeks, that's 6 weeks of shedding. You're gonna see a lot of hair, but that doesn't mean that that's breakage. I had a client that was, you know, emailing me, asking me about little short hairs that she was seeing. I'm like, sweetie, that's new hair. Like, y'all gotta stop with everything ain't breakage. Like, I don't know, I feel like y'all are hair hypochondriacs, man.
So what would you consider breakage? Like when you see small pieces of hair like that obviously came off the ends of your hair?
No, like breakage it's not necessarily about what you see on the floor, it's about what you see in your hair, right?
Okay.
Now let's say you had little inches of, like, say we had about this much hair and it's short right here, but it's this much hair. That's breakage.
Right.
But like all these little short pieces,
Mhm.
that's new hair.
Okay.
That's new hair growing out. Like, I don't, like, people will see that and be like, oh, my hair is broken off. No, all of these little, this is all pointy.
Mhm.
So that's the hair pushing up out of the follicle. That's not breakage. I had a client that she would cut that off because she thought it was breakage. What are you doing? You know, it's like step back from the mirror. Like, if you can't see it from 6 feet away, it's not a problem. But y'all be in there with like with the hotel
Or the
magnifying mirror and shit. Back up. Back up. It's like so many things that naturally occur in the human head y'all think are problems. Flakes on the scalp, naturally occurring. Fairy knots, naturally occurring. Split ends, naturally occurring. None of those are indicative of bad hair care. Just because you see split ends does not mean you haven't been taking care of your hair. You know, eventually you're gonna need a pedicure. Eventually you're gonna need a trim. That doesn't mean you're not doing a good job taking care of your hair. Head up, honey. I'm gonna cut this a little short just to give you a little face framing, okay? But not bangs.
Okay.
Chin up. And so what you're gonna wanna do is, you know how we concentrate on lengthening the rest of the hair when you do a wash and go? Concentrate on squishing the front, okay? It'll get nice and like short right in front.
Okay.
But you don't wanna cut it. You never wanna cut above your chin. Never, ever, ever, ever.
Right, because then you can end up with like.
Girl, you gonna look like Ellie Olsen or somebody. You might as well put a what do you call it? That what's the foam? The pink foam.
The roller?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. When you reach your desired length, can you still retain that length with just curly cuts and fewer straightened trims?
No. Curly cuts do not maintain length. They just don't. If your goal, people ask me all the time, how do I choose which haircut to get? You determine what your goal is. If your goal is length retention, you need to blow your hair out. If your goal is shape, then yes, you can do a curly cut. Imagine this. Imagine you got a block of cheese. Now, if I want to create a shape, let's say I want to make a sphere out of that block of cheese. Imagine how much cheese I got to cut off to make that circle out of that block of cheese. Now, let's just imagine that I just want to slice off the sides of that cheese. You can visualize how little cheese I'm taking off. So it's the same thing with hair. If you want to shape, prepare to lose length. If you want to retain length, blow out your hair. You don't have to get it flat ironed, but I will say this, you will get a much more precise trim if you flat iron. But it's not mandatory. Nobody should make you get a flat iron to trim your hair. That's why I changed my menu, because I didn't want you guys thinking that you had to get I didn't want you guys thinking you had to get a silk press to get your hair trimmed. And I think that was kind of implied in the it was kind of implied, so that's why I changed it.
Does graying and aging hair need any specific care?
It's not that it needs more specific care, but that graying hair is gonna get on your nerves because it absolutely is different than the rest of your hair. That's not in your head. Hair that does not have melanin in it, it is coarser. Even if you have fine hair, it will still, the texture will be different, the way it behaves will be different. It'll resist straightening, it'll resist color. It is different. That's not in your head. So you don't have to do more, but let's say if you have more than 40% gray and you straighten, you're gonna worry about yellowing. So you might need to use, like, every so often purple shampoos and stuff. But in terms of care, like, there's not something extra you have to do. this is what I want to show you guys. Now I detangle with this, right? This is, I start with my carbon bone comb and then I'll switch to my paddle brush. Now, if you notice, it's smaller here and wider here. This is a volumizing comb. This is why the Afro picks always look like this, because it's designed to go into the hair, right? And as you pull it out, it makes the hair bigger, okay? So it makes the hair bigger. So this is not a good detangling comb, because when you're detangling, you want control. You want to make the hair smaller, not bigger. So this is not a good detangling comb. This is what you want to use, like if you want to get more lift at the root. This is if you want to, like, you know, maybe stretch your wash and go or add more movement to your wash and go or make your hair bigger. This is a styling comb. Every comb is different. Like, all the combs I have are different. So it's like, it's really important that you guys use the right tools for what you're doing.
Is that something that, like, the styling comb, would you use that after, once your hair is dry? And
Mm-hmm.
it's like,
Yeah. Only use this for a wash and go once your hair is dry. Wash and goes, definition is the most important part. Don't worry about shrinkage, don't worry about length, don't worry about volume until your hair is dry, okay? What you're concerned with prior is, what you're concerned with at, you know, when you do your wash and go is your definition. Once you have your definition and your hair is completely dry, then you zhuzh. Then you know, like, except for you, if you want the front, you might scrunch.
Right.
But scrunching with the diffuser, that's for white girls with no real curl. Okay, that's not for us.
Right.
That encourages shrinkage. So you can do that in the front.
Mm-hmm.
But over here, what I would do is I would just, like, if you're gonna diffuse, just hold it.
Okay.
Okay, and like you can move back and forth to make sure that your roots get some lift and it's like not helmety.
Right.
But you don't want to do that.
Yeah, if I've ever done that, like when I first started, it would always make my hair way more frizzy.
Yeah. Don't touch it until it's dry. You guys see it? So what we have here is we have a nice heavy bottom. So when her hair is curly, it's still gonna look nice and full. But right here we've got a little bit of, not even a little bit of layering. So she's got long layers so that she's gonna have a nice shape. Even if her hair was pressed, it would look nice. And when she wears her hair curly, she's gonna have a really, really nice organic shape. That's what I mean when I say I can cut for both, okay? Because I know what her hair is gonna look like when it's, you know, I know what her hair is gonna look like when it's wet, when she does it. I know she better never fall asleep in my chair. I know that much. Girl, that shit'll be on track so quick.
Oh. They say your hair is so pretty, Tatiana.
Thank you.
Okay, so what did we say last time? For the
I think
weeks.
it was 10 weeks.
Yeah, let's do 12 this time. Okay.
Okay.
Because we got rid of that middle, so now all of that is gone. So now it's all, and I think we can we'll take off less next time, but it looks really good. It feels really good.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of the goal, you guys. I start you off at like the low end of what your parameter is based on your texture and your density and the condition of your hair, and we want to try to get you to the maximum, right? So, you know, like, let's say I start somebody off at 6 to 8 weeks. They come in at 6 weeks and I barely have to take anything off. Next time I tell them to come at 7. Next time I tell them to come at 8. Or let's say they're supposed to come at 8, they come at 8 and it's a little too chewed up for me, I'll put them back down to 7. That's how we kind of get the sweet spot of when that particular person should get their trim. But let's say, okay, so let's say she's 12 weeks, but she gets her hair straightened twice, I'm gonna have her subtract a week. Or let's say she had highlights with bleach, subtract a week. She goes on vacation, subtract a week. She puts it in a protective style, add a week, right? So it's just like, you know, think about it like almost like where you got to do a couple of extra laps if you eat that cupcake. It's kind of the same thing. So we want to make sure that, you know, yeah, that's pretty. There you go, lady.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, sweetheart. And I'll send you the coupon right away because I will forget. So.
I can still cash out for Tipper.
Huh?
I can still cash out you for Tipper.
Yeah, of course. Girl, I'll take EBT if they love you. you laugh like I'm playing though. Girl, could you imagine? Girl, I put that sign right up on that door. Girl, now accept the EBT. Quiet as it's kept. Quiet as it's kept. DM me, y'all. For real.
Can I put Priya's on?
Yeah, and then just tell me how much you want to split it up. Yeah. What they asking for you?
Let's see. Instead of blow drying weekly, can I roller set to dry my hair?
Oh, absolutely. Don't consider anything that's not direct heat or what I call ambient heat. You're not gonna get heat damage from that. You're not gonna get heat damage from roller setting or twist outs. Anything where you're sitting under a dryer, that's perfectly safe. It's perfectly safe.
The client said the pharmacy system is down.
Ah, damn. Ugh.
Thank you.
Galen, just come. Fuck.
We have to text her.
Huh?
We have to text her.
No, damn well. Oh. Thank you, sweetie.
You're welcome. Thank you guys. Can I,
Thank you. Yeah.
No, actually no. It's there, but it's not for y'all.
I know.
Like, but y'all always ask me that, and I love saying no because the other client was like, "Wait, what?"
Yeah, she thought you were serious. That
Right?
was kind of funny.
It's inside, sweetie. It's inside, yeah.
What if you go to somebody's house and you can't just walk?
Right.
Do you have to completely dry a wash and go under the dryer?
No, I never dry under the dryer when I do my own wash and goes. I air dry. I dry them here because I want to show them how to style once it's dry. But a lot of my clients that already know how to do it, they like, I might sit them under there for like 2 minutes just to get the excess water out. But you don't have to dry under there. It's just I know a lot of you have thick hair, and it's better for you if you dry. It's better for you if you dry.
Would the same? Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead, babe.
Would the same products for silk press be used for a roller set?
No. For a roller set, I would use a mousse or a wrap foam or a setting lotion. You do not need you don't need heat protectant for a roller set because that's not direct heat. It's ambient heat.
Someone said they love your ring.
Oh, thank you. Although years ago, I've been looking for a jeweler because I want to get it like nicer, like I want to get maybe a little plating on it. It's my favorite though, but no lie, I didn't have to glue this sucker back in here
Really?
twice. Yeah, oh yeah, girl.
I never guessed that.
Yeah, girl got me some. What's that 6,000 glue? I'm always gonna tell y'all the truth. So, but it's my favorite though, yeah. Girl, I started this all while we was in the car.
Yeah, when you came in on it, I was like, oh, I'm surprised.
Yeah, it was like, it had me thinking that I wanted to do it because of the weather. Because so many people have been asking me about silk presses.
Thank you ladies so much.
You're welcome, sweetie.
I'll see you guys next time.
See you
Okay,
later.
12 weeks.
12 weeks, okay?
Okay.
How do you, in a time-efficient way, dry a wash and go in the salon?
Time efficient way, I just put them under the dryer.
I just
Oh, there goes Galen, yeah.
Hi, did you get my text?
I got it.
Both of them don't have, their system is down. The other one don't have neuralgia test.
Oh, okay. That makes it better.
Okay. How you been?
I've been alright.
Alright. I've been keeping my prayers done.
Thank you.
No problem.
I like that little suit.
Thank you.
It's cute.
Thank you.
Are you getting a silk press?
Yeah, I'm getting silk press.
Hard headed. Okay. That's it. I mean, come on, man.
I know, I'm gonna be in my car though. So
Yeah, that
I'll be
is.
alright.
That little suit is cute. I want it. What is it? Who's that by?
It's Skims. I know, I had to get it. I like this online, so I'm like, and I wanted a velour sweatsuit, so I'm like, let me just.
Girl, let me tell you something. You don't. I was the velour sweatsuit with the. I was that girl with the clear heels, bitch. Oh, absolutely.
With the clear
Yes,
heels.
sure
That's
was.
cute.
Sure was. Sure was. Had the little short sets, all of that.
Oh my
That was,
god.
as my mother used to say, that was my era.
That takes me back when I was younger, because I used to be wearing my K-Swiss with my sweatsuits. When I was
Girl, I had them in I had them juicy sweatsuits in every color. Like, I used to get the ones from Old Navy because Old Navy had the shorts.
You know, Juicy's came back, right?
Yes, I do.
Oh, okay. Yes.
I just think, like, if you wore it the first time, you shouldn't wear it the second time. That's
You're
that's
right.
my barometer of like what I should be putting on. Here, let me turn this around, y'all, so I can see what y'all saying. Watch me break it. Okay. All right, hold on, y'all. Sorry. Okay. Oh wait. Here we go. All right. Okay. Our weekly blow dry is okay. I don't use a leave-in with anything. I don't believe in leave-ins. There's a difference between a leave-in and a leave-in treatment and a leave-in conditioner. I think leave-in conditioners are redundant and useless. A leave-in treatment, on the other hand, addresses a very specific issue. So, like, I have a leave-in for bleached hair, which is Redken Anti-Snap. I have keratin mist that I like for transitioning hair. But in general, I don't use leave-ins. Leave-ins are not doing what you think that they are doing, okay? Is a lot of tangling with wash and goes normal? I mean, it's normal because you're not brushing your hair every day. So when you go to you know, comb out your hair at the end of the week, that's 7 days of shedding in your hair. So you want to get that out. You want to remove that with your hands before you put water on your hair. But that's normal. 7 days, like, that's normal. Do you have to use a moisturizing shampoo with Redken shampoo? Redken is already moisturizing shampoo. How long have we been on this thing? At least almost 2 hours, I think. Yeah.
I know over an hour.
Yeah. If you are a new stylist, how do you come up with pricing? Is there any formula to follow? Absolutely. Absolutely. First, you determine what you want your hourly wage to be. If you can do your own pricing, you determine what you want your hourly wage to be. So let's say that you know that you want to be, you know, that you want to make $25 an hour. That means that something that takes you 2 hours should cost more than $50. Okay? Keep in mind, you also have to factor in your 10% product cost. You have to factor in, like, let's say you work in New York City. You paying 30% taxes. You paying your 14% like wage, your self-employment if you rent a booth. So you're paying 14%, and then you might be paying anywhere from 11 to 14% with your as a wage earner. Okay, that's almost 30% taxes out of that little $50 for them 2 hours. So that means that it can't just be 50 because you still got your 10% product cost. You have to pay for your taxes. So you have to figure out how much you want to take home per hour. And that is how you do your pricing. Okay? You don't Google and see what the girl down the block is charging, because you don't know what her rent is. You don't know who else she's paying. You don't I wouldn't even say, I know some people say to look at the market around you, but don't There will always be somebody willing to pay what you're charging. Do not count your client's pocketbook. Because let me tell you something right here. The clients that I have, if I said that my silk presses was $35, they wouldn't touch me. They wouldn't come nowhere near me. Okay? It's just like me when I was wearing extensions. I don't want no 40-inch hair for $80. I don't want that. I don't want that. You know, it's like you decide. That's one of the best things about doing hair is you decide how much you want to make. You know? So let's say a haircut takes you an hour. Okay. What do you want to make? What do you want to take home every day? For how many hours of work? That's how you set your pricing. You don't set your pricing based on what you think people can afford. Louis Vuitton don't do that. Prada don't do that. Chanel doesn't do that. Your doctor doesn't do that. Your lawyer doesn't do that. Nobody does that. But people expect hairstylists to look. This is a for-profit business. This is not a non-profit. I am not a community organization. I'm a business. I love doing hair, but I would not do it if I was losing money. I'm not going to do it for free. Even my mama got to make me pancakes. If your wash and goes are always wet on the inside, one, before you go to dry, shake your head like a dog. And I know that sounds crazy, but shake your head like a dog. That's going to get out a lot of excess water. Two, try to diffuse your roots for a little bit. Get the roots dry. And then it should dry on its own. But if you have thick hair, then you're gonna need assistance. You're gonna need like a diffuser or something like that. That's another thing that when I do this class for stylists, that's what we're gonna talk about. We're gonna talk about business and stuff, because I can look at somebody's prices and I can tell that they're losing money. I know they're losing money, but that's also why stylists double book. Because in order to make what they need to make to feed themselves, they're not charging what they should be charging. And so they double book, and so everybody is waiting, and you know, it's just not, you gotta charge what you need to charge to eat. I can't charge no $80 for a relaxer. My relaxer costs $75. It costs $75 for 2 applications. So 2 applications is 2 retouches and 1 virgin application. $75, and I'm gonna charge $85 for it? Come on, man. How much you can afford to pay is none of my business. And it's unfortunately, and this is something I was talking about on Twitter, people think because it's black hands doing it that it shouldn't cost anything. They feel like because it's a brown person performing the service that it should be cheap. And I've gotten that my entire career. It can be for Cosmo students too. Cosmo students really need to do it, because I know a lot of y'all schools ain't teaching you business. They're not teaching you how to factor in how much, like, I bet some of y'all don't even weigh your relaxers. A relaxer application should be 2 ounces. And if it's more than that, then that cost should be passed on to the customer. You sitting there using a $200 dryer and a $150 flat iron, and they want to pay $45 for a silk press. Come on now. One thing I will tell Cosmo students right now, I don't care if they're in your family. I don't care how long you know them. Don't do nobody's hair for free. Get them used to paying you. I don't care if it's a bottle of Tito's. I don't care if it's them getting your nails done. I don't care if it's a pizza. But get used to charging for your services. Okay? Because they will take advantage. They will want you to do their hair for free and you tell them no, and they'll go to the next bitch and pay her to do their hair. Start charging for your services. I don't care if you're practicing. Because guess who also charges? The beauty school charges. Right? It might be $12 for a press or $6 for a haircut, whatever, but they're still charging. Start charging for your services. We not in this not to make no money. I don't care what nobody says. As many stylists be like, oh, the love of the hair and the love of bullshit. We do this for money. Okay? We do this for money. Hairstyling is $1 billion industry. We do it for money. Everything in here costs me money. Me sitting in here talking to y'all with this electricity on costs me money. None of your clients will work overtime for free. None of them. But they want you to, oh, can you just add a little? Can you just add a little? Nah, even McDonald's charge you for extra sauce. No, I don't braid. And I specifically knew when I started beauty school I wasn't gonna braid. Not the money braiders be making. Y'all be wanting to pay somebody $150 for 8 hours of work. Man, you can kiss my whole ass. I feel like braiders are the most, when it comes to the beauty industry, I feel like braiders are the most abused and taken advantage of technicians out there. And y'all know it. That's the thing, y'all know it. Y'all know y'all getting over. Cause I read your comments on Twitter. Oh, my girl only charged me $150 for knotless box braids. You know you getting over. $150 for something that's gonna last you for 2 months, that took her 8 hours to do, you know you getting over. Then you got the nerve to demand that they shampoo you and blow dry you and provide the hair. Man, y'all can, let me calm down. Y'all know y'all getting over. You know you are. You know you are. First of all, braiders are not supposed to shampoo and blow dry you. I've been getting braids my entire life and we always had to go with our hair blown out. Always. And now y'all acting like it's something new. Braiders don't shampoo and blow dry. They braid. In some states, they're not allowed to shampoo and blow dry you. And so I get so angry when y'all say, oh, these new stylists, they want you to come washed. Bitch, you're going to a braider or you're going to a wig technician or a weave technician. They're not hairstylists. They're not supposed to shampoo and blow dry you. Go to somebody licensed and they will shampoo and blow dry you. And here's the real tea. All these people that you saying, telling you to come blow dry, y'all lying. Cause I look at what's out there. They're telling you that you can come washed and blow dry and pay this, or I can shampoo you and blow dry you for an extra $20. Y'all don't want to pay them. They're not telling you to come shampooed and blow dried and not giving you the option. Y'all don't want to pay for it. If you're gonna tell a lie, tell it right. I'm for real. I'm really for real. That's why, like, I got clients that I'll recommend to Stacy, but a lot of people I don't. Like, when people ask me, oh, I need an affordable braider, I'm not sending you to Stacy. What the fuck you mean affordable? You mean cheap. What would I look like sending somebody that wants to nickel and dime to a colleague, to a work colleague? I'm not referring you to nobody. Talk about, oh, that's too much. That's too much. Y'all know the kind of hell you would raise if your boss told you was making too much for the job that you do? And you know what's crazy is that just based on my industry, you know, I follow a lot of like hair, I follow a lot of like mainstream beauty organizations or beauty pages, and I never see white stylists having to deal with this shit. I don't see people complaining about their prices. I don't see people telling them that they making too much money for what they do. Well, it's just a basic feed in. It's just a basic this. Okay, bitch, then you do it. If it's so basic, do it your damn self. I feel like a lot of y'all think that y'all hurting stylists by doing your hair yourself. You're not hurting us. You're not hurting us. Cause guess what? I charge you more to fix shit. My hair color, let's say a all over color is what, $100 and some. My corrective color is $100 an hour. So by all means, do it yourself, sis. I'll see you in a month. By all means, do it yourself. Anybody that has learned to braid their own hair can respect what braiders do. Because I would tell y'all to kiss my ass. I really would. I really would. I learned how to braid for weaves, and that's it. I don't even do twist outs and braid outs no more because like my hands can't take it. I'll be on the third or fourth twist or flat twist. My hands get all tightened up. I don't know why y'all think braids should be cheap. I just don't. And y'all try to act like it has something to do with, oh, well, it used to be, girl. A press and curl used to be $35. Like, and then here comes, then y'all want knotless. Y'all want them to your waist. You want them to your knees and shit. You know how long that takes? If I ever, let me tell you something. If I ever do a braiding salon, guaranteed braiding gonna be by the hour. It's gonna be by the hour. It should be by the hour. Y'all should be paying people for their time, not for what you go home with. Girl, I don't know because let me tell you something. Anything that I don't want to do, I don't quibble about the price at all. I can send out 2 loads of laundry and it'll come back $40. Okay. I'll send out that same 2 loads and he'd be like $80. I'd be like, okay, because I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. A lot of times I'll pay extra because I want it right away. Or like he'll come get it on a day that they don't normally pick it up. I'll pay extra. And I know I'm persnickety. I know I'm a pain in the ass. So I tip accordingly. I tip my nail tech accordingly. I tip my, if I get a pedicure somewhere different, I tip accordingly. Because I know I'm a pain in the ass. If I tell the lady at the, where we take our towels, if I tell her, oh, can you fold it like this? I'm going to tip accordingly. If I want her to do it a specific way, I'm going to like.
Are you going to blow her or are you going to blow her?
You can blow her. I like that bag. But like, it's okay for everybody to set boundaries except black hairstylists. You know what? So what? How about this? So what if she tell you to come shampoo and blow dry? So what? If you don't like it, don't go to her. Because there's plenty of people out there that will shampoo and blow dry you and not charge you nothing, and you can take advantage of them. It's okay for everybody to say how they want to be treated except black hairstylists. Speak up for yourself, sis. Advocate for yourself. Unless you do hair. Then shut the fuck up. Hungry. We got all off topic, y'all. I'm sorry. Time is it? You know what I want? I want some ramen. But I don't like the ramen out here. I want the ramen from Ramen Ya in the village. It's a good ramen day.
You could drive it.
Huh?
You could drive it.
No, if that's whole. Oh shit, I do. Okay. Somebody said you still have to move your car. Priya, you fired. You fired.
I got caught up listening to her just now on there.
Yeah, I would too. I'm forgetting.
I should have put an alarm on my phone. That's usually what I do. I
Yeah.
would forget something quick.
Oh my god, she's right about that soul food every time. Cause I remember it, so it's my own dream. And I come often because I'm about to, I'm trying to move over here. So
Oh, really?
yeah, so I always come to see places and
So it's like the whole process is
Yeah.
just told every time you come.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's annoying.
Are you close to moving?
Well, I don't know, because I put in an offer for this place, but they declined me, so I just gotta, yeah, I gotta,
Find another place.
yeah, find another place.
So we in West Jersey.
Just because, like, it's cheaper than Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Basically.
Once you said that, I figured that's what's the reason.
Yeah, because, like, it's literally impossible to, like, own a place in Brooklyn. Like,
It's
the
not
property,
nice.
yeah, the property taxes and everything is just, like, ridiculous.
How long? Are you from there?
Yeah. Do you live in Jersey, too?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Everything's like speaking at the same time. Yeah. But I used to live down south.
Oh, okay, okay. What made you come up here?
I was like 18 when my parents were moving here.
Oh,
So I used to live down.
No, I understand that because I'm still at my parents too, but it's time to go.
Right. Every day. Okay. Yeah, this is coming to the end. Yes, I can.
No, I feel you. Yeah, like little things to get them on every now and then. Yeah, I don't know.
But you know, if I got another Miss Sarah with a sister, and she's 13, so I love when I go home. And we used to be saying, it's like, oh, I'm gonna miss this.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. But like, you gonna stay in this area?
If I move, I really want to move to Newark.
What part of Jersey do you live in?
I live in Irvine, but Newark is close.
Oh, okay, okay.
But I like how they are developing Newark,
Mhm.
so I really want to move there. But I probably will move further South Jersey,
Oh, okay.
just because it's cheaper there too.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, this area, I like the realtor has been telling me I have to in New York too, but I don't really want to be in New York.
Yeah, I like downtown Newark, like
Mhm.
where they have all the little apartment buildings and stuff.
Like where like Journal Square over there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but other than that, no, I don't want to move.
Yeah. I'm like, I really like, I grew up in Hack. I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know. I've been looking at like, close by though, like Union City,
Mhm.
Edgewater.
Edgewood is nice.
Yeah. Yeah, the place I had put in the offer for was in Edgewater and it was so nice. I was so mad that I didn't get it.
That whole strip over there is so beautiful.
Mhm.
over there.
Yeah. It's just like, I was like, I want to move someplace when I come outside. I'm like, happy to be outside.
Right. Yeah. I always say that. I'm like, I live with my parents, but I'm telling you, I won't be paying rent for them.
Exactly. That's exactly how I feel. And then I'm buying something, so it's
Yeah.
a commitment. Like, I'm just like, nah, I don't want to be in my house all nice and then I'm outside and I'm seeing all sorts of things. So I'm
Thank
good.
you. I love it.
So no, I don't care how developed they making it, but not for me. If I was like renting for a little while,
Mhm.
maybe, but not, not to stay there for years.
My
Cause you get tired of seeing that every day.
she just bought a house in Newark. She
Mhm.
moved from New York. She bought a house in Newark.
Mhm.
She's like, is your brother home? Can he come watch my daughter? You should have never moved over there because now you don't want this 14-year-old staying in the house by herself.
Yeah, you gotta think about all that. Like that's one thing when you live in a bad neighborhood. Like you could obviously raise your kids and have your rules in the house, but like they're gonna be exposed to certain things that you don't want them. Yep. So you gotta think about all those things in the schools and the neighborhood. All that
Yes.
stuff.
It's so many things that play a factor.
Yep. Hopefully I can get something in Edgewater, but it's expensive too.
Yeah, it is expensive. That's why I was considering like Central Jersey.
Yeah.
But that probably would be too far out there.
Yeah. Because I work in the city,
Yeah.
so
So
like
you have to be
Mhm.
this way.
And like all of my friends and stuff are just from Brooklyn, so I'm like,
You don't want to go too far out.
no. Yeah. I'm gonna be able to still get to things within an hour.
Yeah, if you go to Central Jersey, it's Central Jersey is probably like 45 minutes from here.
Oh, okay. That's not bad.
But if you're trying to go to Brooklyn, that's gonna be like an
Yeah.
hour plus.
Exactly. And I'm probably gonna be in Brooklyn a lot, but I still wanna be able to be like, okay, I'm gonna be able to go to Brooklyn and I feel like it's a journey.
But you never know, you may move out here and then just move out of
I doubt it. Like a lot of like my friends just live with my parents, you know, so I feel like I have to come sooner or later. And my brother lives in Hoboken too, right? But he still comes to Brooklyn to get his haircut.
Oh my goodness. You guys can't let it go.
No. Nah, I don't think I'll be able to.
That's understandable. It's just because you're used to it. And when it comes to services, who has time to try to find someone new?
Exactly. Yeah, 'cause he tried to find a barber out here, but it didn't work for him, so he went right back to his barber. Yeah. But I'm also like being like even me coming in here, like I will go anywhere to get anything done. If I really if I really like it, I'm gonna travel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I did you know like you would just stop by any salon and get it out.
No.
Yeah, I'm like that too.
Yeah, if I like like it's like in Jen, maybe if she was like a whole different state, like I'll even go to
If it's in the tri-state.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel
Yeah.
the same way.
But like, yeah, I really would just go anywhere because I know I'm getting like, a good service.
It's worth it. Because then if you go somewhere else, you're not pleased. And it's just like, I could have just wasted my time and drove to wherever I'm supposed to.
Exactly.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I drive all over the whole New Jersey and stuff here. New Jersey is kind of big. I don't care.
Yeah.
They're like, you're always on the go. Yeah, because I like particular things. Even the grocery store. There's a Trader Joe's by my house. But I hate that Trader Joe's. So I drive all the way. It's like 20 minutes away to go to. They're like, there's one right up the street and you just rather not go there. Once I like something, I'm very particular, so I'm not gonna just settle for it.
Yeah. No, I feel you. I was like before I just got my car like a couple months ago. But before then, oh my god, I was just like taking like lifts all over the place, spending my money to go wherever I need to go. But I'm like, no, let me
It's just worth it.
Yeah. Because I would do the same thing. If I had like the supermarket close to me, I'll go wherever I need to go to get what I like.
Even pharmacy, I go for.
Yeah, like for me, like my nails and stuff, like of course there's always nail salons in the neighborhood, but I haven't been to a nail salon in my neighborhood since I was like in junior high school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel the same way.
I go at least like 30 minutes to do everything I need to do. But it's like you said, like why waste your money, you know?
Because either way, you're not gonna be satisfied.
Exactly. So
Now you're gonna feel silly, like I could just skip the way. Someone asked me, like, oh, you wanna go here? They're like, it's kind of far from your house. I'm like, oh, I don't care. They're like, oh yeah, I forgot. You know, I hate driving, but if it's for a good experience, I'm gonna go.
Listen, I hate driving too. Like I thought I wouldn't hate it. I thought it would just be like, oh, it's
Never.
whatever. No, I don't like driving.
It's so boring, first of all. That's so boring.
But like even just, I think like if I was like in Jersey full time and like maybe not in a crowded area, I'll be okay. But it's literally stop and go in Brooklyn. Like literally, you can't even really drive your car. Yeah, you just get in a cramp in your foot the whole time.
Yeah, that's one thing. I don't like traffic either. When we leave here, I have so much traffic on home sometimes.
Oh man.
It's
How
just
long
simple.
does it normally take?
It's like 25 minutes.
Oh, okay.
But it's just one intersection over here. It's over here, not even by my house.
Yeah.
If I could just make it to the highway.
Yeah, because it's crowded over there.
Yes, yes, it is.
That's another thing, like, I want to feel like, even though Edgewater is, like, still, like, a city, but, like,
It's just a little calmer.
yeah, it's calmer.
And they just have the conversation.
Yeah, I'm sure.
y'all, look, I am so sorry. My mind is not where it normally is. Like, sorry, y'all. Who told me to go move my car? I'm gonna give you a free virtual consultation. You just saved me $50. So, Tay Michelle Edge, do me a favor, DM me, okay? Like, once this is done, and we'll do a consult, okay? I appreciate you. Girl, I forgot all about it. I was like, pretty fired. Girl. Remind me not to remind Priya not to remind me of nothing.
Next time I'll turn the alarm.
Right? Sherry Lear. Okay. Y'all can DM me. Cause I only saw one, so I don't know who it was that I saw. But look, I don't want this to go too long. I mean, that ship has sailed, but yeah, I want to save it before it goes off so that you know, so I can save it. So if you want to tip, feel free, because I'm going to be gone for a month, so I'm going to need every dime I can muster up. Cash App is $ Jennifer Rose NYC, and I think my Venmo is Jennifer-Rose NYC. I think that's my Venmo. And then you can do the little badge thing on here too. I've never done that before, so. Is the monthly membership the same as a Fro House gift card? No, the monthly membership is for like, if you know that you're going to be coming like more than once a month, then I would get that. But don't get it yet because I'm not going to be here. So, and it's like, I do have another client. I got to call Tamika because I try to be as fair as I can with the monthly membership. So let's say you buy it for June 1st, but you can't get an appointment until mid-June, then it's going to be 4 weeks. It's not going to be just June. Like, I'm not an asshole. So, like, if I'm absent or, like I wouldn't have you get it now and I'm going to be out for July because then you can't use it. So, I don't just do it by the calendar month. I do it by the number of availability. So, you know, if you buy a month and then you can't get in for all of July, then that month is going to transfer to your August. But I would wait because I don't have any bookings open. So you can get it and then, like, we won't start it until you can actually start. So don't worry that, like, oh, I got to get it by this date. No. Like, I don't, like my client Tamika got one and my client Ashley got one, but I've been gone. So, like, their month isn't going right now. It's not going to start until I can get them in the salon. Cause, yeah. So, but no, it's not. A gift card is completely separate. A gift card is like, let's say I do, even if I do a special, you would just buy the special. A gift card is like for somebody else. Yeah, you can do that. You can do that. Like, if you, like, yeah. Tatiana, I think it's Jennifer-Rose NYC. I'll text you. Yeah, just buy one just to get on the books. Because new clients will still be able to book, but I won't be taking any new clients. The new stylist that I'll be training will be taking new clients. Until I can get more people in here, I can't, like, I want to get some clients in Priya's chair. So, yeah. But thanks for hanging out. I'm sorry. Like, I just ran out of here. I was in the car and I was like, oh, I left the phone. Oh, y'all wasn't in there talking about me, was you? Don't let me watch this video. Girl. We're gonna be on the shade room. There's gonna be some furniture moving up in here. Alright, y'all. By the way, I don't want to get too serious, but I really appreciate everybody's condolences, the cards you guys sent to the salon, to my home. It really meant a lot to me. Like my clients that know me and have been with me for years know how much I talk about my niece and my nephew. They know how much they mean to me. So yeah, it's been very difficult. But working has helped. It helps get me out the house. It helps get me out of my mind. It keeps me busy. But I really want to, like, you know, all the people that offered to reschedule, that offered to cancel or whatever, I appreciate it. People just, you know, the plants, the flowers, like, it really does mean a lot, because my clients that know me know that my niece and my nephew are my life. So it's, yeah, I appreciate it. So thank you very much. But yeah, that's about it for today. I'm gonna save this and I'll just post it. I'll just put it on up there. Okay. What you can do is you can go to the Fro House and follow the Fro House. Share, like, do all that stuff. I'm on YouTube now, Jennifer Rose NYC. The Fro House also has a YouTube channel. I haven't uploaded anything, but so if you like, you know, tip us. And I want you guys, she doesn't have anything posted yet, but Priya has her Instagram page. It's Shapria H, SHAPRIAH. So go follow her. She's gonna start uploading her stuff soon. So yeah, thanks for hanging out on this Thursday afternoon. The two girls that reminded me about my car, DM me, and we'll set up. Maybe we'll do a I don't know, a video, like. We'll do a consultation on live. If you don't want to, you don't have to. It's fine. We can do it privately. But yeah, thank you for hanging out, you guys, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.